Too.
A lot of spin on that, too.
Shuffle, spin, that's what you call it.
Almost like he was lawn bowling out there.
Right in stride.
On time, on
You
target.
go lawn bowling a lot, right?
I never have been. Let's go back to Staples Center. LeBron James, Kyle Kuzma are now speaking with Mike in the media.
Lucky strike, anyone?
LeBron, Avery said that he felt like the sense of urgency wasn't quite there from the beginning. Obviously, you guys turned it on in the fourth quarter. When you sense that that's happening, are there things within the game you can try to do to just turn that as opposed to just when it happened in the fourth?
We just got to be better. We got to be better. And, they played some good basketball. They made us pay on offensive rebounding. We allowed too many offensive rebounds. We had some careless turnovers in that first half, allowed them to get a lead, especially in that third quarter. So we just got to be better and stay even keeled no matter what's going on.
LeBron, in other news, not sure if you had a chance to take all this in yet, but the huge run by your son's team to advance to the state championship game, and I wonder if that makes you feel a little better after a loss.
No, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. The loss stings for sure. But the way they were, down 10 with 2 minutes to go, and Zaire to hit a game winner at the buzzer, sending them to the state championship. That's what basketball is all about. So proud of my son and his ball club, the Trailblazers. Man, I'm excited. I need to see. I don't know when the game is. I need to find. Hopefully, we don't have a game, so I can be there in attendance.
This is for both of you. LeBron, that play that you drove and found Anthony, even though he didn't make it, is it valuable to have those kind of opportunities late game to see what you guys can do together? And then, Kyle, you're the type of guy who likes to take last-second shots. What do you think of that sequence?
It was the way the play was drew up. I had an opportunity to, break down the defense and either look for my shot or, find a teammate. And, we had a great look, a great opportunity to win the game, and we just missed it. That's what the game is about. That sometimes you take the good. It's a make or miss league at times, but we had a hell of a look, and it didn't matter who was over there, AD, or he stepped up, took it, missed it, but it's okay. If Kuz was over there, KCP, Danny, whatever the case may be, the same pass would have been delivered on time and on target, and we'll live with the results.
Same thing he said. Just, from my vantage point, it was just a good pass, and AD had a good shot. Just missed it. It's a make or miss league, so, yeah.
Hey, for both of you guys, obviously Dwight hasn't missed a game this year. With him out, you guys played a lot more smaller lineups. What'd you like? What do you feel like those lineups still can do better throughout this game?
Probably think we missed his rebounding the most. Even if he's not getting rebounds, he's in the post, in the paint. And you make it hard for other guys to box him out for us to come in and clean rebound. So I'll probably say that's the number one thing we kind of miss with him.
LeBron, down the stretch, there were possessions where you both drove and went straight to the basket, or drove and then kicked out. When those possessions begin, are you ever looking for anything in particular, or is it purely about just reading and making that last-minute decision?
No, I never predetermine my moves, predetermine my play. It's all read and react. If I have an opportunity to score and I see the defense staying at home, then I look for that opportunity. If I see the defense is shifting over or they bringing two to the ball, I know I got a numbers game on the weak side. I know it's 4-on-3. Just been in those positions so many times throughout my career, I can literally close my eyes and know where my guys are going to be at and be able to read and react there. So that's what it all boils down to.
You talk about there being times where you can close your eyes and know where everybody is. How long does it take you with a team to get to that point when you're with new guys, and when did you get there with these guys?
It takes a while. Yeah, when you have especially when you have a new system, we have, basically a whole, makeover as far as our personnel. Besides myself, Kuz, AC, JaVale, Doe. Is that it? KCP. Yeah. Besides that, we have a whole new makeover, and then we have a whole new system, in place. So, it takes months and months and months of, going through the system, knowing where guys like the ball, knowing where guys are going to be throughout the course of the game, and you just try to, just try to pay attention throughout the course of practices, film sessions, and games. Put yourself in a position where you can be able to close your eyes and just know where everyone is, no matter who else is out on the floor.
LeBron, I know you talked about this earlier, but with the very real possibility that the crowd could be banned from a game, when you look at the Laker experience with the celebrities in the crowd and that you've had 3 games with just an electric crowd out there, can you wrap your head around that, not having fans in this atmosphere?
Well, it's not only just about the Laker faithful, which is unbelievable, the best in the world. I've just, none of us have ever played a basketball game where no one has been in the stands. Like literally no one has been in the stands. So it would be something that would be very challenging, but we see what happens. We see what happens with the protocol and everything that goes on with that going forward, and just take it from that.
Last question, Dave.
For both of you guys, not to suggest you guys missed us pregame, but was there any conversation in the locker room like, whoa, like they're not in here?
You want the honest truth? Or?
No, we enjoyed it.
Brez, I think this is a good opportunity for you, a nice, relaxed moment right there. But the players are not in the locker room, and the media members are all in one area because of the coronavirus.
Yeah, I'm sure that the viewers are like, where's the locker room? Why don't we see LeBron getting ready in front of his locker to talk to the media and so on and so forth? And indeed, the NBA, as well as 3 other major pro sports organizations, announced that media will no longer have access to the locker rooms, pregame or postgame. So instead, the Lakers are going to bring players to a designated media room so that the players can be at bay from a gaggle of reporters, for lack of a better word. Got to keep the players healthy for sure. So that's what you're seeing there. It's almost like a playoff format where they just keep bringing people out to the table. Usually Frank Vogel's the only guy at the table, but now it's going to be player after player after player.
Yeah, I think it's extremely important just to, keep guys safe as possible.
Sure,
and
sure.
This protocol, I totally agree with it.
It's all about the health and safety, first and foremost. More to come on Access Sportsnet. Lakers. LeBron and Anthony Davis combined for 55.
Hey, Avery, you had the nest of 17 points in the fourth quarter. Did you feel like there was a noticeable shift in defense, and was something not there early on that you guys had to pick up later?
I did. I feel like our sense of urgency wasn't there from the beginning of the game. Even though the game was close, I feel like we tried to turn it on a little too late. We weren't getting consistent stops, and credit to those guys. I feel like they attacked us at the beginning of the game.
Avery, just a little bit non-game related, but the night in general, coming in doing this as a post-game procedure, I'm just curious if what you think of so far, the ways your life has been changed even incrementally by the coronavirus.
Yes, it's definitely, been some changes, but I think it's all part of being a professional, being able to adjust to anything, and, this is one of the things we have to adjust to.
Avery, just kind of as a follow to that, this year, it started with China when you guys didn't know if games were going to be played. Obviously, after Kobe's tragic passing, you did have a game that was postponed, and now there's uncertainty about whether there'll be fans in the building going forward. When you're living this, are you aware of how surreal some of these moments have been and unprecedented in the NBA?
For sure. We're human beings, but at the same time, there's going to be a lot of adversity throughout a season, throughout a year. And I feel like with the group of guys that they've been able to put together, we can stick together and we can get through anything. It's going to take all of us to make sure, we stick to our goal and we have each other's back. And I feel like we're doing a great job doing that.
Avery, do you feel like your mindset offensively has been different over the last 6 weeks? A little more aggressive, maybe?
It has. Not only myself, but I think all the supporting cast. We understand that we have to be ready and have confidence every single time we step on the floor with AD and LeBron. We make the game easier for them, and they make the game easier for us. And our way of making the game easy for them is having confidence and knock down every shot, every opportunity without hesitation.
Frank used the phrase, he said that there was a high level of wanting to sort of validate this weekend by getting this win. When did you see that happening, and what? It seems like you agree with that. What makes you agree with that?
I do. LeBron's going to come in here after me, but I'm sure he's going to say this was a